Straight up 6 o'clock this morning, NBC2 was on top of several breaking news investigations.
First, we'll take you to the scene where Lee County deputies swarmed last night in Lehigh Acres and are still investigating this morning after someone was murdered. Plus, we'll bring you out to another investigation as Fort Myers police work to find a robbery suspect.
But before we tell you about all of those breaking news stories, the other big story is in the tropics. So let's go straight to NBC2 First Alert meteorologist Jason Denning. And Jason, what are the developments from overnight?
So the development odds have stayed the same, right around 60%. So more likely than not, there's going to be a tropical system, a depression or storm that develops near the coast of Florida as we get into the weekend. One thing that looks a little bit different, and you can probably tell if you've been watching with us over the last couple days, inside this circle there really hasn't been a whole lot to see, but now we have some more areas of rain, some thunderstorms. We don't have a defined area of low pressure right now, and that's what you need for a system to actually develop. So it's going to be a very slow process. This is not something that we expect to just explode into a big powerful storm in a short amount of time, but the National Hurricane Center has those odds at 60%. That probably won't happen until the weekend. That's the potential for development, that is. But you can see the motion to the west and northwest right now toward the Caribbean islands and the Bahamas. This area that I've got shaded in orange, this is the National Hurricane Center saying, okay, anywhere within this zone, we could see a depression or tropical storm try to form. Based on all of the different forecast models, and right now they've kind of been all over the place, the most likely scenario, at least most of the models showing a track that looks more like this to the east of Florida and to the east of southwest Florida. But there's also another scenario that if there's a weaker system, let's say it's just an area of low pressure or tropical moisture, we could see it take more of a southern track. So I think these are the two main things we'll be watching out for. If we have a system that's faster to develop, more organized, it turns to the north and stays east. A weaker disturbance drifts west, and that can influence our rain chances as we get into the weekend. Expect a hot and humid Wednesday, high of 94. We'll track those scattered storm chances for you coming up in just a few minutes at 6:15.
This morning, NBC2 is on top of breaking news. Lee County deputies are investigating a homicide in Lehigh Acres. Deputies were first called for shots fired around 7 o'clock last night. Our crew has been there ever since while deputies continue to investigate. Now, this investigation is happening on 28th Street Southwest between Todd Avenue and Howalaska Street, just off State Road 82. NBC2's Lacey Lee is local from the scene for us this morning. So, Lacey, have investigators told you if they are going to be there for quite some time?
Well, Alan, investigators tell us that they will be out here all morning long as this investigation continues. Now, they confirmed with us this morning that one male was killed here in this shooting, and a teen was transported to the hospital after being shot in the leg. Now, he has non-life-threatening injuries, we're told, but you can see that there is still crime scene tape blocking us off here at the 28th Street Southwest intersection with Todd Avenue South. Now, investigators say around 7 o'clock last night, deputies responded to the area here in Lehigh Acres in reference to shots fired outside of a home. And while out here, we did see investigators collecting shell casings from the roadway, and a car was being towed away from the scene. We spoke to neighbors about what they saw when deputies first arrived.
It's blocked. I can't go that way. There's cops all over the place on that side, and I gotta try to squeeze out of here to go pick up the wife. So it's crazy. That's just wild to me. I mean, from what I've been hearing, there's been a few shots fired at.
Now, again, like I said, investigators tell us that they will be out here all morning long investigating, and we will be out here staying on top of this breaking news. And you can count on NBC2 to bring you the newest information as you receive it. And for now, I'm live and local here in Lehigh Acres. Lacey Lee, NBC2.
All right, thanks, Lacey. Even more breaking news NBC2 is on top of. We're working to find out why all this crime scene tape was surrounding a gas station while you were sleeping. So that was the one we're talking about. This is the racetrack at Alvin Avenue and Lee Boulevard. It's east of State Road 82 in Lehigh Acres. We've reached out to the Lee County Sheriff's Office. Count on NBC2 to bring you more information as soon as we get it.
More breaking news at 6:04, just into the NBC2 newsroom. Right now, Fort Myers police are looking for the suspect who robbed a 7-Eleven. Police tell NBC2 they were called out to the store near the corner of Colonial Boulevard and Winkler Avenue. The cashier tells our crew there on scene someone pointed a gun at him. This morning, officers still haven't caught the suspect. If you have any information, give Fort Myers police a call, and you can count on NBC2 to let you know if officers eventually find that suspect. From your Charlotte County News team today, the man accused of killing his mother and stabbing his sister is expected in court. Deputies say they found Connor Crumrine on top of one of his sisters with a bloody knife in hand. This all happened back on December 26 on Chelsea Court near Port Charlotte Boulevard.
Well, NBC2 obtained a letter from the Charlotte County clerk written by Crumrine after he met with a doctor. In that letter, Crumrine claims he has never been suicidal, never been hospitalized for mental health issues, and he also disputes other claims from the doctor's report. Also in court today, Roberto Perez Rivera. Detectives believe he flew down to Lehigh Acres from Baltimore to kill a woman he once knew and also the father of her child, Stephanie Cuevas Mammon and Marcos Earhart.
Investigators didn't track Perez down until 2020, a year after the deadly beating. He is expected in court at 1:30 this afternoon, along with the man accused of shooting into an elderly couple's truck as they were on the way to Key West for vacation.
So this was in March of 2023, also in Lehigh Acres. 6 people are facing charges for rioting and street racing, and Armando Cruz is accused of firing shots at the scene. Cruz is expected in court this afternoon at 1:30. We'll be sure to let you know what happens with all of these cases. Okay, drivers, we've got a traffic alert that you need to be aware of that's happening later this morning. Starting at 9, Lee County crews are doing maintenance at McGregor Boulevard at the intersection with Colonial Boulevard in Fort Myers. NBC2's Mercedes Martinez is local from the intersection this morning. So, Mercedes, I mean, this area, it gets congested very quickly on a good day and without construction. So tell us how drivers should get around this for road work.
Yeah, definitely, Lisa. As you mentioned, if you do happen to take McGregor Boulevard to get onto Colonial, heading east into town, well, you will not be able to do so starting today. FDOT says they will be closing the area off at 9 this morning for emergency pipe repairs. If you're grabbing your coffee and getting ready right now, take a look at your screen here. This is the detoured route FDOT will be implementing for you. You will have to take Royal Palm Square Boulevard right next to the Alliance for the Arts, which takes you to Summerlin, so that you can eventually access Colonial. If you drive around here at all, you already know how congested it can get, so you are going to want to plan accordingly and maybe head out earlier to get to your destination on time. Now, FDOT says that this closure will not be affecting Midpoint Bridge, so if you are coming from Cape Coral, this will not impact you. You should be fine. And as far as when work is expected to be completed, that would be for this Friday, August 2nd. Then the road will clear back up. I am local here in Fort Myers, Mercedes Martinez, NBC2.
All right, thanks, Mercedes. Well, today the My Safe Florida Home program was supposed to open up to more homeowners, but it's currently paused after running out of money. The program is meant to help people harden homes against future storms and give qualifying families up to $10,000 to replace things like sliding glass doors, windows, even a new roof. The state added $200 million to the program this year, but the money has already dried up.
Time right now is 6:08 from your Collier County News team. A 72-year-old man is now facing charges for allegedly burglarizing apartments near East Naples. So this all happened at the Legacy Naples Apartments on Campania Way, just off Davis Boulevard in Santa Barbara. Investigators say John Mara opened the door to an unlocked apartment and claimed he was lost. Deputies say Mara then found another unlocked unit and ransacked the place, throwing items he wanted off the balcony into the bushes.
He looks like maybe he was senile. He looks a little crazy. Oh, so he tried to play the I'm old and I don't know where I am thing.
Deputies later found Mara standing near the apartments. He's now facing burglary and grand theft charges.
If you live on Sanibel Island, today is your last chance to fill out a survey about the island's resiliency. The city is working with the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency to get feedback about preparing for potential future storms. We've got the survey posted on our website if you'd like to participate, NBC-2.com.